Welcome to another Mercedes video, my 2009 C200, and in this video I'll be replacing a couple of suspension arms. So a couple of weeks ago it passed the MOT with 3 advisories, one of which was this rear number plate, which is totally secure, and the other 2 were bushes on 2 of the front suspension arms. So in this video I'm going to be replacing the suspension arms in question, and I've got these were £40 each. And basically on this generation of C-Class you have 2 low suspension arms on each side. Probably can't show you this until I've got the car up in the air, but it's the frontmost suspension arms. So I'll get the car jacked up, I'll need to get the under tray off and the wheels off, and then we can start and get cracking. So I've got it up on the axle stand. I'll pull both front wheels off. I'll just take you underneath and I'll show you what the testers found. So there's a couple of front arms here. There, that one, that's when you see where testers marked it with chalks, that's starting to go. And same on the other side. You can see that was the one I replaced earlier on this year, and that was an advisory on last year's MOT, but there's that one, and you can see the chalk mark on that one. So that's what I'm having to replace. So I'm not sure, that's like some sort of that's a big E-Torx bolt socket. I don't know if I've got one big enough. I think my biggest one's E18. This could be a problem, so I'll have a look and see what it's like underneath. Yeah, it looks like some sort of, yeah, it's just a nut and a bolt, but I might not have a suitable E-Torx socket, and I'm going to have to pull off the bottom of this wheel arch liner to get something in. But I think first I need to do is douse everything in the old WD, and then try separate. And then I've got to separate the ball joint at this end as well, which means disconnecting the suspension arm from the knuckle. Now I think, if I remember, it's 21mm is the ball joint. Yeah, that's 21. So I might just be able to buzz that off from below with the impact. Then I've got these 2 E-Torx screws at the bottom of the strut, and then I've got that bolt there to undo, and that'll separate the strut from the knuckle. So I'll just douse everything with penetrating fluid, both sides, and I'll make a start on cracking this off. And the only way it's going to come off is to separate that, so that's got to be done. But I'll have a think about this end. I don't know if I've got any E-Torx big enough, so I might have to think of something else. So being able to separate the knuckle from the strut, it's 2 E14 bolts at the bottom of the strut, and this is like a E18 bolted with a 21mm nut. And the reason I need to separate this is so I can get this ball joint out. I can't do it, you know, without separating these 2, so I've got room to get this arm off at this end. So next thing I'm going to do, undo the nut on this. I've doused everything with the spray stuff, double T. Let's see if I can just buzz this nut off this arm. It's a 21mm. So I'll just put you guys in a different position. Don't know whether you're going to see this. Sorry if it's not a great camera angle. I should be able to. There we go, straight off. The impact truly is a game changer. Let's see if I can get this nut out of the socket there. As you do, and then get me ball joint separator. Let's have a look, and I'm going to have to find a suitable bolt for that. So I'll be right back. Not bolt, suitable socket for that. I think it's like 18 or 19. So it's a 19mm I need. The ball joint separator. Let's see how I'm going to get this ball joint separator in. Oh, bit of an awkward angle. I have to get to it from behind because the other arm there, that's in the way, so I need to get to it from this side. So I just knock that in. Everything's a hammer, as the saying goes. I don't have to worry about damaging the boot. So let's see if I can separate this ball joint. There should be enough room for impact. Yep, there is. No, I'm not in it. No, it needs to be a bit further in. And I should have brought a hammer, so I'll get a hammer and I'll carry on. Right, I've got a suitable hammer. And my lump hammer's over at Caravan. So I can't use that. So I'll just knock this in properly, get this all the way in. We'll try again. It should come out this time. We've got it all the way in. Let's find out. Nope. So I think I might have to try a pickle fork. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter about wasting this joint. But I'll try again with separator, ball joint separator. It might be an idea to get some lube on the threads. Just spray the threads on the ball joint separator. Right. Okay. So try again. I think I might be in luck this time. I think I'm gonna have to get in with the extensions. The brake caliper's in the way. So try once more. Has it worked? No, because I'm trying to separate the wrong bloody joint. Oh, what a numpty. I'll try to... I'm supposed to be separating this one. So no wonder we're going wrong. But, yeah, it's all about the failures as well as the successes. Yeah, you see me cocking up. Right, I'm going to have to try turn this steering to the left. Might give me a bit more room to play with. So with the steering on the full left lock, should have a bit more room to play with. Well, this track rod end's in the way. I might have to just use the pickle fork. It's a bit tight to get to. Or even do it the old-fashioned way. Just try to shock it free. It's proven to be a bit harder than I thought. So I'm going to just release this track rod and give me a bit more room. I believe that's 21mm as well. There's just about enough room. Nope, that didn't work. It's not going the way I'd hoped, but this is real life. These things happen. But I'll make other side a breeze by comparison. I don't know whether you've seen this. It looks like I've got wrong size socket. I've got the 21 on it. Oh. I'm such a numpty, I'm making stupid mistakes already. So try it again. And there we go, we've broken the joint there. That should give me some more room to play with, to get that out. I should be able to get this ball joint out. So yeah, this one's just fighting me at the moment. Turn that knuckle a bit. Might give me a bit more room to play with. Just to do it a bit. Need to get a bit further in, and I can wind the ball joint in. Okay, let's see if we can get this sorted. So, spray a bit of fluid in. See if I can break this ball joint free. Yes, it's out. So that's one end of the this suspension arm out. So just need to sort this out. So I think my plan, get more grips on that E-Torx bolt. I don't have anything a suitable size, and then just wind the nut out. Now, there's no way I'm getting in with impact, so luckily I brought a suitable size spanner, so it's just a matter of winding it out, undoing the nut. No way I'm getting in with an impact. Let's have a look. Can't even get a socket in there. And this front and the roll bar's in the way. Should be able to do it one turn at a time, a bit at a time. And now this one's fighting me as well. I slipped and banged my forehead. Right, I think it's going to be the 2 spanner method. I'll be right back. So I've got another spanner on, hopefully it should break it loose. Oh, which way am I? Don't tell me I'm tightening it. Let's have a look. Yep. You know, we're definitely going the right way. Yeah, I did feel that loosen. Actually, there's something roll bars in the worst possible spot. Couldn't be in a worse place. Definitely moving. I did feel that start to break free, so still not enough strength. Yep, that's definitely breaking free. Ideally, the front anti roll bar needs to come off. I think I may well be resigning myself. It's just a couple of E-Torx bolts either side. I can buzz them off quick enough. I think they'll either be E10 or E12. Let's have a look. Yep, they're E12, so I'm just going to bite the bullet and whiz these off. Well, don't tell me they're not going to come off. These cap. Oh, there's nuts. There's nuts at the top. Oh, what a bummer. Right, so forget that. I'm just going to have to work around it the best I can. Right, I think this is going to take forever, but I think I managed to crack it off. And I can get to the top of these anti-roll bar, but all sorts of stuff's in the way, so I'm going to carry on off camera. So I managed to get the suspension arm out, and you can see the condition of the bush. It's not too bad, but advisory, it's only going to get worse. And just a combination of the mole grips and the 21mm spanner. Just do it a bit at a time, and it came out. So I think I'll try to clean this thread up a bit. It should make installation a bit easier. And that side will be a breeze by comparison, because I know which tools to use in what combination. So over to the boot. Get our new arms. find out which is the correct one. Let's have a look here. No, it's not that one, so it must be this one. I'm not sure if these are right ones. Let's have a look. Yeah, if we compare them, do a side-by-side comparison. Yeah, they're gonna be right. Yeah, look to be right. And the label says Mercedes C-Class from 2007. Left-hand front lower control arm, yeah, so yep, they just look different. This probably could be an original Mercedes part for all I know. Yep, I think we've got a Mercedes part here. First three letters usually indicate the chassis code, but that says 203, it's usually 204, but if it fits, that's all that matters. So putting it back will be just reverse attacking it off. And like I said, it should be 10 times easier than putting it on. Should be 10 times easier because I know what to do. Well, that was a complete fail. Those new suspension arms, the ball joint end where it goes into the knuckle, it's actually fouling the strut. Because I was trying to get it on, there's a specific order you've got to reassemble it. So I've ended up having to put the old strut on, but it's not too bad, you know. It's only starting to crack, so it's not terrible, and it's certainly not desperate. So I'm not sure where to go from here. So those parts will have to go back, they're clearly not right. Just see where we go from there. So I'm thinking either, you know, change the bushes. I'll have to enlist the help of my mechanic at CDK Motors, or get some genuine ones from the dealer. Decisions. So clearly used parts not going to cut it because they'll be in the same condition, if not worse. So I'm not sure where to go from here. So it's a couple of days later and I've ended up biting the bullet, and I've ordered new arms from the dealer, so I'm going to set off to the dealer and pick them up. So I've made it to the dealer, and it's not a Bradford one, I'm actually at the Huddersfield dealer. So it's nearly 5 o'clock, so I need to get my skates on and get these parts picked up. So I've just got out at the dealer, I've got my parts, and you see the price. Ouch! But I know they're guaranteed to fit, and these are the Mercedes part numbers. Now which one is which? I did look and I forgot. This one's so that's the left one, and there's the Mercedes part number, and that's the right one, and there's the Mercedes part number. There's also a marking on the strut which is different. It's 203, and one's 04 and one is 05, and it's marked left and right. Now I actually took photos of the old parts, and they've got a date stamp of 08, so those are the original ones. So they've lasted well for 14 years and nearly 220,000 miles. So I think it's worth it to fit new parts. Like I said, the rubber was starting to go, but you know, it's only going to deteriorate. So, and I know these will fit. I know these are the right parts. So we're all good. So let's get back to base. We'll try again and get these parts fitted. So we're back. I've got the old one off again. So this is my new one, and I'll just get it out of a pack. Let's have a look. I'll just put you guys down. Be able to do this with my eyes shut now. So open the packet. And don't supply a nut with it, but we'll just put them side by side. Yep, they are exactly the same in every way. And if this fouls a strut, I'd be very surprised. So I'll just get it fitted on. Got to move your gaddies out where you can see it. So there's a certain order of operations to do this, and it's fit the ball joint end in first. I'll probably need to move the ball joint to where I can just swivel it. Try not to muller these threads. Yep, and those two parts are definitely exactly the same. Yep, that's looking good. So just put the nut back in, 21mm. So just roll this knuckle. No, can't get in, so just have to do it up. When I feel things turning, I'm going to have to, I think it was a T, is it? Yeah, it's a T40, if I'm not mistaken. So let's have a look. T. Yep. Control that still with the T40. And then do up the nut. Nip that up, so that's in position. So just get this end in about the right spot, and let's see if this is going to be fouling the strut. Impossible from what I can tell, but you never know. So, just need to jack up the knuckle. Is this going to fit? Yep, it's looking good. It's looking quite good. Looking very good. Yep, we have a good fit. Oops. So I think that's what I call the result. That's going to fit now. So I'm gonna end up getting in your way if I'm not careful. Just need to get these nuts started. But yeah, as you can see, it dropped out again. For me, these screws get away. Right, you need to so you need to line this up exactly to get the bolts for the strut to line up. Usually 14 bolts a pigtail get lined up. But once we're in, it should be good. Oh, doesn't help that I've driven this car because the brakes are warm. Right, I'm going to stop the camera here because we know this isn't going to foul. So I'll come back to you when I've got it all buttoned up. So I managed to get the strut bolted back on to the knuckle. And as you can see, no fouling, so it's just a matter of getting this back into place. It's going to be tight, but not impossible. Just a matter of knocking it up, line it up, and then get the bolt through. So that shouldn't be too much of a job, and I'll try not to hit straight on this with hammer. Just use the block of wood I had somewhere, which is that's it. Which holding that up. And one thing to note: when you tighten the ball up, don't do it with the suspension drooped. You need to jack up the arm. You know, so it's as if it's standing on the ground. It just simulates it being on the wheels, jacking the suspension up until it lifts it off the ground. You know, lifts it off the axle stand. So I'll do that off camera. But yep, this is looking like a successful job. So I'll finish that off. Well, I'm quite pleased with how that went. So I've just gone back and checked everything's on. Now there's supposed to be like a cable holder on this side, but it broke off, so I've just used cable ties and that'll keep it secure. It got through MOT, but I may well see if I can get a price from the dealer for the part. It's not desperate, but like I said, remember you've got to have the suspension compressed when you tighten this bush. Otherwise, it'll just ruin it. So I'm going to do the other side off camera. It's basically rinse and repeat. So I'll come back to you when it's all done. So condition this one, it's even worse. You can see it's splitting around the edge, around both sides. So definitely the right call to replace them. Expensive, but worth every penny. And the job went without a single hitch. So I'm calling that a successful fix, and that's the two big advisories on the MOT crossed off. The last one is number plate, but it's because you know, the holder for it is a bit broken. Because when I first got this car, it had somebody else's personal plate on, which I took off. So it reverted back to its original registration. What I did was I actually took the holder off the rear for the front. And the front one I swapped to the back. It really could do with replacing, but I can do that at my leisure. So good end of the video here. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.